Hello, duelists, and welcome to the King's Court. Okay, so you have me on the left piloting my Yubel deck. Oh, really quick, I'm so sorry for the glare. Oh, actually, wait, no, I think that was actually his card sleeve. Anyways, and a friend of mine on the right piloting. Now, here's the thing. My friend who's playing, if you can't tell from his mat, he mostly plays Magic these days, but he does still enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! And honestly, when I asked him, does he feel like playing, I thought we were gonna play Edison. It's funny. I was hanging out with channel member Michael and a couple of other friends of ours. We were just hanging around, shooting the shit, and we were actually playing Edison, and because we're also discussing with other people at our locals possible deck ideas for Genesis, and he was and my friend who I'm playing against right now. I thought we were gonna play Edison because he's been talking to me over Discord for like weeks now, telling me about the this like custom Edison deck he's been wanting to build for a long time. So I thought that's what we were gonna do, but no. I think it's because he told me he forgot his deck in his car and he didn't feel like getting it base. So he decided to honestly just bust out his old custom Fire King deck. I've never seen a build for Fire King like this. I think it's pretty cool though. He likes to build like really obscure, weird style decks. But so I just thought, why not? Let's try. Let's. It's been a little while actually since I've recorded a actual live action game or an IRL duel, whatever you want to call it. Mainly because I haven't had the chance to go to locals in a while to actually play in our locals OTS tournaments. But I actually was able to go this week. Unfortunately couldn't make it in time to actually play for the tournament, but I did manage to still to hang around, talk with some other players about, Genesis decks ideas. And I did actually get some practice games with another friend of mine at locals, but I made a couple of mistakes. I actually did record that game, and I know he watches the channel, so I did record that game. I actually played against his Mitsurugi deck. Mitsurugi still go, by the way, but while watching that, I noticed some, small mistakes that were made. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try again next time. I'll just try recording it again next time. Basically, that's pretty much everything. If you want to see any more live action duels, like with Heroes and Yubel, not just for Modern, but for also like Edison and Genesis, because I'm actually working on my deck I want to play for Genesis. It's I really want to have fun with it, so I'm actually just gonna dust off my Neospatian deck. So if you want to see a Neospatian deck profile and deck discussion, let me know in the comments. And I'm also working on one for like Yubel as well, but that one's gonna be a little more tricky. But I'm still working on it, and honestly, half the fun of this is really just thinking of obscure ideas to play in this format. So if you want to see any of those, like, comment, subscribe, and that's pretty much everything. So as you can see right here, I'm pretty much just doing the standard Fiendsmith stuff. Went to Desiree, Gum Day, all that good stuff. Equipped both of them, and I'm going to normal summon Dark Beckoning Beast. So from here, it's pretty much... Yep, my friend also bricked too, so... yeah, that's the thing. I've played against Fire Kings before, a couple times. That is an issue they do have. They can brick, although that's just a problem with high-level decks. That's like... a friend of mine who plays Blue Eyes, he's told me before that's always the issue he has, opening up too many high level monsters. And in all honesty, that's just going to naturally be an issue. I've had that problem with Yubel as well. So I'm going to get the extra normal summon and actually summon Samsara D Lotus, and I'm going to tribute to go into Spirit of Yubel. Like I said earlier, sorry about the glare, I can't do anything about it. So Spirit of Bell, and it's funny. I tried to use Spirit of Bell's effect to set Nightmare Pain, but I actually opened up Nightmare Pain. I actually forgot. So I'm just going to use Nightmare Pain, Destroy Spirit to search Gruesome Grave Screamer. And because Spirit of Bell was destroyed while Nightmare Throne was still out, I can summon from my add my Terror Incarnate to my hand, and then special summon, and I can still summon the original Yubel. I'm also just going to summon the Gruesome Grave Screamer just so I can have it on field so I can get it in the graveyard. So I'm going to link off Terror Incarnate with Gruesome Grave Screamer to go into King Yama. Let's see. King Yama effects, search out Shavara. I say this all the time, but I really got to get those. That I think it's like a super rare or something for Shavara. I got to look into that. I'm going to link off Shavara with... I mean, not Shavara. I'm going to link off my Dark Beckoning Beast with my King Yama to go into Soul of Rage. Gruesome Gravestimmer effects, summon Spirit Bell from the deck. I was just lucky my opponent apparently didn't draw any like hand traps or something. So it's one of those situations where he bricked and I just drew crazy. I just had the better opening hand. Not gonna lie, sometimes that happens. So I'm gonna link off and go into a Boaku. Now, really quick, I did use Shavara to go into a Boaku, but I actually made an oopsie that my friend is cool with. I always forget to freaking when Shavara goes to the grave to set Abominable Chamber of the Unchained. I actually fixed that right here. My friend scolded, but I gotta stop doing that. I would better get it here though in a practice game rather than freaking like in tournament. So I actually overlaid Spirit Yubel with Yubel to go into Vardarus. And let's see. And I'm just gonna return Terra Incarnate, and I think it was one of my Dark Beckoning Beasts. Yeah, I think so. To go into Phantom. So I'm gonna have Phantom attack into his monster. He'll take the damage from Phantom. And I'm gonna have my Desiree, who's at like 55,000 something crazy amount of attack right now, attack over his Garuda, and I'm just gonna have Vardarus go for game right here. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So that was game one right there. Like I said, I pretty much drew crazy in my opponent break, but thanks to the magic of editing, we'll just jump to game two. I'll see you there. And just like that, thanks to the magic of editing, we're back. So my opponent's going to start off with an unexpected die. Wasn't expecting that. And he's going to go into Sabersaurus. Now when I saw unexpected die, I remember when the Fiendsmith engine first came out. And I wouldn't be surprised if people are trying to do this again. People would go into this card. I forgot what the hell that archetype is called. Dustin? Is that it? Because they have this vanilla that's like a light fiend. So you could actually do that, I think. You could just link it off and go into Requiem. But I thought he was going to do that. I wasn't expecting Sabersaurus. I ended up asking him after the game, what kind of deck is this? He said it's his own custom Fire King dinosaur deck. Because like a lot of the, like from, what's that spell called? Ground Zeno, I think. I thought legit he was playing just pure Fire King, but apparently it's like a mix. And I guess, because he told me, because a lot of them are fire, so they kind of do work with each other, so I'm like, okay. It's interesting. I like seeing this. Makes me wonder if this is like his idea. This is like his Genesis deck that he was working on. He could be. I don't know. Is anyone? And then he summons, what's it called? I forgot what this thing was, but like a level 2 dino thing. Because if I remember right, there is like a Primite dinosaur deck, I think. But I don't know if he has the Primites in there. He could, for all I know. I'm not really sure. So, obviously, while this is going on, me and my friends watch this. We're like, okay, we got to see where this is going. Because I'm really interested to see where this is going. So, let's see. And now he's going to banish. He's going to fuse them to go into the big fusion dinosaur that I forgot what it was called. But I actually like it. I actually like dinosaurs. I even actually played dinosaurs at one point. Just for fun, honestly. It's a really cool deck, too. Friend of mine actually is working on his Jurak deck. My same friend who plays Blue Eyes and Red Dragon Archfiend. He really likes. He's kind of like Rex Raptor, if I'm being honest. He likes dinosaur, dragon stuff, stuff like that. Let's see. Now he's gonna go into. He's gonna banish 2 dinosaurs and go into. Yep, Ultimate Conductor. Man, Ultimate Conductor is still such a cool card. Let's see. Because that's kind of like what Heroes and Yubel do. They have like their main monster. Obviously, it's like for Heroes, it's obviously Neos, and for Yubel, obviously it's Yubel. I've always liked the idea of boss monsters. I don't know. I've just always thought those were like a cool concept. And definitely, Ultimate Conductor is that for dinosaurs. I didn't open up any hand traps, surprisingly. Okay, but I did actually. Oh, never mind. I say that, and I just go for the Imperm. So I actually pick his fusion monster because I think that it can like pop during my turn or something. I don't know. I know it's a good card. It's been used against me before. Let's see. So I actually opened up the one tracked. I need to get more of these. I need to get like probably get two. I think in all honesty, running 3 track is probably the better idea. In all honesty, if they ever hit it, I doubt they'll ever hit it at this point because like a lot of the fiends, like a lot of decks right now aren't really playing the Fiendsmith. So I think this is probably the farthest we're gonna see it get hit. So I probably should get 2 more tracked if I'm being honest. But I'm just gonna do the standard, going to you go into Lurie, link off Lurie, go Requiem, summon Lacrima, Crimson Tears, and dump Engraver. Because weirdly enough, I actually didn't open up Engraver. I opened up Track. Ironic. Let's see. So I'm gonna shuffle back Lurie to the deck, link these two off, and go into Sequence. So I could have gone into Lacrima if I wanted. If I wanted to avoid. Actually, probably would have been a better idea to do that. Because for all I know, he could have had Nib or something. Against the Jurak deck, going at King Caesar would actually be the better alternative because that deck focuses on like summoning Jurak Meteor during your turn constantly to keep blowing up your field. So, little word of advice: if you play against Juraks, you're playing Yubel, probably try to go into Caesar as quick as you can because that's like having multiple nibs, but bombs on command basically. So I actually am going to go Nightmare Throne. Actually use Nightmare Throne to search Dark Becknebies because a lot of people forget you can actually use it to search out any Fiend 0 attack, 0 defense. And I'm going to get, because I actually opened up Samsara Lotus in hand, so I'm going to get that extra normal summon, tribute off, Spirit of Yubel, get Nightmare Pain, destroy Spirit of Yubel, search out Gruesome. If you saw the last turn, it's pretty much the same thing right here. Let's see. Yep, summon Terra Incarnate thanks to Spirit Bell being destroyed while Nightmare Throne is out. And now I can go into the original Yubel, summon Gruesome Grayscimmer, and link them off to go into King Yemma. If you saw my combo video, it's, should be pretty familiar. Let's see. I kind of want to do some more combo videos. If you want to see like another one, let me know in the comments. Let's see. So I'm going to link these two off and go into Soul of Rage. I just saw his hand. I've said this before in other gameplay videos. I can see his hand here from while I'm like voicing over this, but during the actual game, I could not see his hand at all. Just wanted to point that out. It's a perspective thing. Let's see. So I'm gonna link all 3 and go into a Boaku. Now the thing is, though, I gotta be careful how I do this because even though I can have Phantom crash into their monster and they'll take a ton of damage, I actually don't have a way to attack over their monsters due to the fact that dinosaurs have probably the highest pure raw attack power in the game. The only other deck that has more probably, which is probably Blue Eyes, I think. So I'm gonna have Phantom crash into his monster. He'll take the damage. And I'm just going to have Desiree attack over his monster as well. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. No, he's just figuring out his next... No, I'm not doing that yet. Let's see. So I'm basically just counting off all the damage I can do right now. I'm also explaining to him how how Boaku works so I can pop his card. Yeah. And just have Desiree attack over his Ultimate Conductor and just have a Boaku attack for game. As well as Verderus. Yep. And that's game right there. Man, that was actually pretty insane. Like I said before, my friend actually bricked pretty hard, but this is a really interesting game because it's cool seeing because we're all used to, the standard one, we see certain decks they play a lot of them play the same kind of card lineup. It was really interesting seeing this deck. I was not expecting a lot of these cards, but hopefully we can see his Edison deck soon because he's been telling me for a while he's been looking for really weird cards for that deck, and I'm really interested to see it. So if you want to see that here on the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see any more gameplay, I should be able to start going to our locals soon again to be able to start recording more gameplay, IRL ones. So if you want to see any more of those as well, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and that's pretty much it for this one. Thank you so much for being this far, and have a great week. Take care. Bye.